Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in to the eighth and final
Woo!
NFL divisional breakdown episode of the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. Holy
Uh,
smokes.
mm.
I'm your host, Matt Cobold, here with Max Faulkner. Max, this is number 8 out of 8. We've done 8 podcasts in 2 days.
Man, too much. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Oh my goodness, how much coffee? How much coffee we're needing? Sleepless nights. Man, we're here. We're here, baby.
Losing sleep.
Too
Wow.
excited.
Well,
Too excited about it.
please, if you haven't watched any of the breakdowns, go back and watch on YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Max, you got anything else before we finish up with the AFC East?
No, just thank you everybody for the support. Thanks for coming out to the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. Let's have a little fun here because we are going over the AFC East. Go Breezy. This is a juicy division. Oh my goodness.
This is going to be a very competitive division. Could possibly see 2 wild cards come from here. We're going to see. But last season, the Bills won this division at 13-3. Max, their 3 losses came by a combined 8 points. Holy smokes.
Such a good team.
Dolphins were behind them at 9-8. The Patriots were surprising 8-9, and the Jets were a solid 7-10. So pretty solid division last year.
Yeah.
What's your rankings of these quarterbacks in the AFC East?
Okay. I don't think, actually, that's pretty decent. It's pretty decent quarterbacks. Okay. You got 3 of them.
Solid.
I think all 3 could get drafted in fantasy drafts. If you don't, I'd scoop that guy up immediately once your draft is over, honestly. But number 1, we got Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. He's so damn good. So damn good. He's going to go early in your fantasy football drafts. You're going to see him going in the 2nd, 3rd. If he goes to the 4th, it's too late. Okay, that's too late. That's not happening. He might be drafted in our league in the 1st round, the way that our league goes. We've seen quarterbacks go 1st round all the time. And we have Patty Mahomes and Josh Allen available. They might be both in the 1st round.
2-keeper league.
2-keeper league, everybody. That's why 2-keeper league. At number 2, I got Tua Tagovailoa. Okay, the reason I got him at number 2. His weapons are unreal.
Juicy.
Can he stay on the field? Because when he's on the field, it's pretty good. When he's on the field, he's actually doing all right. But Miami needs him on the field. They need him there. That's the only way they're going to win is if Tua is playing. At number 3, we got the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers. He could have slipped in as number 2 easily because Aaron Rodgers is, I don't like him because I was a Bears fan, but now he's on the Jets. I don't have that much beef with him anymore. I kind of moved on away from that beef sandwich and decided to go on a cold turkey with cheese. Swiss? I prefer cheddar. But Aaron Rodgers is my number 3. And then at number 4, come on. Patriots have Mac Jones. Is he even going to be the starter? I know there's like a competition. There's a competition. They might do a committee. They might have a 3 quarterback combo. Each quarter, a new quarterback.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. Who knows? What do you got, Kobe?
I got the same order as you there, Max. Josh Allen, Tua, Aaron Rodgers, Mac Jones. Tua's got great weapons. Josh Allen's one of the best rushing quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer, and Mac Jones possibly looks like a queef here.
Yeah.
Running back rankings for you from the AFC East.
Okay. I know we already bashed on the Patriots a little bit today, but I do believe that they have the best running backs. I like Ramondre Stevenson a lot. Okay. If you're not looking at Ramondre Stevenson, I understand. Zeke at number 2, by the way. That's a solid one, too. It's a solid one, too. Zeke's going to get some goal line touches. But Ramondre Stevenson had over 60 catches. He had 900 rushing yards around there.
I think he was over 1,000, Max.
Did he make 1,000? Yeah.
He was over 1,000.
He might have just made over 1,000. He might have just got over that.
1,040.
1,040. He just made it, and he catches the ball in the backfield. This guy is an easy 12 to 15 fantasy points easily. I hope those touchdowns go up because they're going to need that if the Patriots want to keep on winning. At number 2, I got the Jets. I got the Jets with Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. I know there's a little injury concerns with both of them, but I think they're going to be ready to play and ready to go. At number 3, I got the Buffalo Bills with James Cook. I think James Cook, look out. Okay, I think that he has an opportunity here to to surprise some faces. And then Damian Harris is no scrub. Okay. He had some good years with the Patriots. If he stays healthy, he's going to definitely get some goal line touches. I wouldn't doubt him going late round in your drafts. And at number 4, I do have the Dolphins. I don't like the running game. I understand. And the reason being, actually, the running game's not bad. It's just I don't want to draft one of the running backs because they go like 3-4 running backs deep. I don't know which one is scoring that week. Yeah, it scares me. It makes me nervous. I don't even want to deal with it. So, with Raheem Mostert, go Boilers. And then Jeff Wilson Jr. is their number 2. Maybe.
Just
it could be that
on
flipped. I don't know.
Just put on the pup today, Jeff Wilson, undisclosed injury, not going to play the first 4 weeks.
And also, these guys get hurt a lot as well. Raheem Mostert always gets hurt. Jeff Wilson's, there you go. He's on the pup list. So, Dolphins for me, last spot.
We're pretty close there, Max, but I do have the New York Jets as the best running back room in this division. I think Breece Hall, at 22 years old, and then he's possible keeper in our league if he's healthy. And then Dalvin Cook, he's got something to prove. He's still got juice. Whereas I don't know if Zeke has much juice left. Over 2,000 career touches, more than Derrick Henry. I don't know how much he's going to factor in. I'm not really worried about Ramondre because of Zeke. I still like Ramondre there.
Definitely.
Could be a first rounder in our league. Could be.
Oh yeah.
And then I got Bills number 3. James Cook is a possible boomer bust pick there, just like Cam Akers we talked about. But then Damian Harris and Latavius Murray backing him up. Those are 2 solid veteran running backs.
Very solid.
And then Raheem Mostert, go Boilers. Dolphins last year. They got Devon Achane, 3rd round pick, a speedster. So he's going to get some more looks now with Jeff Wilson out. But I go Jets, Pats, Bills, Dolphins for running back rankings in the AFC East.
Last thing I want to say real quick about Dalvin Cook, like you said, he has something to prove. I also agree that the Vikings just dropped him. They dropped him. They didn't like, you didn't try to trade him. You didn't try to get something.
Couldn't find anything they wanted. They
couldn't get an offer. Couldn't.
They tried.
Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him. Couldn't have him as your backup. I
think it's a solid pickup for the Jets.
It's a solid pickup for the Jets. I do agree with you, Cobrizzi, that he has something to prove, and he's pissed off because he just got dropped like a piece of meat.
What kind of meat we talking?
To a dog, like a spare piece of meat that's been in the fridge too long. You go toss it out in the back alley. Spoiled. Yeah, toss it out in the back alley for a stray dog or cat.
A cat. No, a cat would have a nice dinner.
They'll take a bite. They'll take a bite.
What's your wide receiver rankings here, Max, in the AFC East?
All right. At number 1, this is a solid 3 teams. Solid 3 teams that have wide receivers, but it's no competition with number 1. There's no way. Excuse me. The Dolphins, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle might be the best. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Coffee, coffee kernel, or
take a sip and take a second here. 8 podcasts in 2 days. We're losing our voices a little bit.
Look at these bags. Look at these bags on these eyes. Look at this. All right, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle might be the best 1-2 combo in the game. Leave it in the comments. Who do you think is better than Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle as top 1-2 wide receivers? At number 2, I got the Jets. Your keeper, Garrett Wilson, he's going to have a big season. Big season. Him with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers made Devontae Adams a star in this game. I think he's going to do a Garrett Wilson with one more run for Aaron Rodgers before he gets out of here in this league. At number 3, I got. Oh, also real quick, Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard, came from Green Bay. Was Aaron Rodgers' number 1 option. Now he signs with the Jets. I think this guy could be a steal. This guy can be a steal. Okay, he's going to get some touchdowns. At number 3, I got the Bills. Stephon Diggs, baby, come on. Stephon Diggs, so damn good. Gabe Davis, he didn't produce the way that you wanted him to be last season, but I wouldn't give up on him yet. We'll talk about him a little bit later. And then at number 4, the Patriots suck. The Patriots wide receivers suck, and they didn't give any help with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones sucks too. So, Juju? Who? Devontae Parker?
Yeah, Kendrick Bourne. Patriots have one of the worst receiving rooms in all of the NFL, so definitely the queef here in this division. I have to agree with you. The Dolphins, number 1, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are one of the best duos. I'll answer your question. those two, along with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith,
Oh,
Jamar
yeah.
Chase, T. Higgins, that might be the top
Yeah.
3 duos right there.
It's all good. That's a good one.
I'm
DK
going.
Metcalf, Tyler Lockett?
I'll go
Jordan?
them maybe
Jordan?
4.
Probably
Maybe 4.
4.
They're
Yeah,
not messing with that top 3 though.
Yeah,
Not
I
with
agree.
Tyler Lockett being 30 or however old he is.
Yeah.
I got the Bills number 2 though because of Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. I do believe a bounce back year is coming from Gabe Davis, and Jets number 3 because I don't really like Alan Lazard or Mecole Hardman behind Garrett Wilson. Those guys aren't really doing it for me like Gabe Davis possibly can. And yeah, like I already said, Patriots last. They freaking suck.
They suck.
Max, give me your tight end rankings here in the AFC East.
Jeez. I don't know if you're drafting any of these guys. Okay, I don't. I'm surprised because it's such a good division. I don't think we're drafting. No, there's one guy that I will bring up, but he's still not ranked as my number 1 option right now. My number 1 option, believe it or not, Cobrazy, is Goose. Tyler Conklin.
What?
The Jets,
What?
man. The Jets. I'm giving
What?
I'm giving it to get Conklin. Okay,
Wow.
because Aaron Rodgers, he's not. Nah, he doesn't really use a tight end. But anyway, Conklin had a good season last year. He had like 6 touchdowns, but he is definitely going to get you a goose.
You're juicing.
He's definitely going to get you a goose.
You're juicing that.
At number two, it's the Bills with Dawson Knox. Now, this would have been my number 1 if the backup tight end, Kyle Kincaid out of Utah was particularly considered the number 1. But right now, it's still Dawson Knox. I think Kyle Kincaid is going to be. Is it Kyle Kincaid, or is that where you're laughing?
It's Dalton Kincaid.
What am I thinking? This is so funny. I knew a guy I worked with back when I was working at a grocery store when I was like 16 years old. His name was Kyle Kincaid.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. All right. But once Dalton Kincaid gets into the mix, I'm telling you, this might be a Mr. Irrelevant pick. Okay, be ready for that. Patriots at number 3, Hunter Henry. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about Hunter Henry, but he might be. I mean, he had a spree. Was it last year? It might have been 2 years ago where he had like 4 touchdowns in a row. And
wasn't last year.
Wasn't last year? Okay, well, I'm not too excited about that. And then Dolphins, what, Smitty?
Smythe. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, man. You guys are your tight ends. That's what you do. That's what you do. I'm not. I don't know. He hasn't shown me much yet. I mean, you might know more because you're a big Notre Dame fan, watching games every Saturday on NBC. So
NBC hookup. Definitely have Durham Smythe last in this division, the Miami tight end. But I got the Bills first here. Dalton Kincaid. I got him taking over. They're talking about putting him in the slot, first round pick out of Utah.
Yeah.
I got Hunter Henry number 2 here. Mac Jones doesn't have anybody else to throw to. Hunter Henry might catch 5 tutties. Tyler Conklin, you said what, 6 tutties last year?
Yeah, how many have?
3. You juiced it. Come on. Tyler Conklin is one of the leaders of the Goose Crew, along with Tyler Gooseby. Tyler Conklin is going to give you 3 to 4 gooses this year. Call it right now. He's 3rd for me in this division.
If he ends up being like a Robert Tonyan, where he gets 10 touchdowns, we'll go back to this episode and call you the queef.
Yeah, and I'll take it.
Yeah.
Biggest queef in the AFC East for you, Max.
All right, biggest queef. I'm going to keep it in a nice wide range. The Patriots wide receivers are all queefs. Do not draft any of these guys. You might be thinking, oh, what about Juju? What about Juju? He had an okay season with Patty Mahomes.
I had last year.
Well, okay, first of all, he did not have a good season. And second of all, he had Patty Mahomes last year. Okay, now it's Mac Jones. Okay, the Patriots do not pass the ball. They don't do it. Mac Jones is not a good quarterback. Bill Belichick loves to run the ball. That's what they do. Okay, so I'm not even looking at any of these wide receivers, even at a late round. I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Is Ramondre Stevenson the only draftable player for the Patriots in fantasy leagues?
Yes, and I will say really quick, I do think Zeke is worth a draft pick. Okay, maybe late round. And this is the reason why is I think that not only is he going to get a lot of goal line touches, but you remember LeGarrette Blount That one season where he had like 20 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, Zeke's got enough. He's a big, beefy guy. He reminds me of LeGarrette Blount now, just because LeGarrette Blount at the end of his career. This guy could get 10 touchdowns this season, Zeke, just because of that 1-2 yard line, 1-2 yard line run.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
A lot of beef being consumed there. A lot of beef.
Oh, yeah. Big Arby's fan. Big Arby's fan.
Arby's. Well, they got the meats. They got them. My biggest queef here in the AFC East, a guy that I'm not drafting, fellas. I got him at quarterback 15, so he's a solid backup option. Might be a streamer, but I got Aaron Ayahuasca Rodgers. I'm not taking him. He finished as QB 13 last year, throwing for 3,695 yards and 26 touchdowns. He's going to be 40 in December, Max. He threw 12 picks last year, the second most of his career. And I think this would be surprising to hear. He didn't have a single game where he scored 20 fantasy points. You pretty much need 20 from your quarterback. He didn't have one game last year with 20. He didn't have one game last year with 20. Garrett Wilson, I love him. He's my keeper. Going to be big for Aaron Rodgers. Going to be his new Devontae Adams, as we were talking earlier. But I think the AFC East is tougher than the NFC North, what he's leaving. These guys want a piece of Aaron Rodgers. They haven't been able to play him that much in their careers. They want to lick at Aaron Rodgers. Max, final question here about Aaron Rodgers. Did he bring his ayahuasca with him to New York?
Oh, easily. He definitely did. He has a whole suitcase full of it. Whole suitcase, handing it out to the entire team, to all his teammates. I hope Garrett Wilson isn't jumping in on that. I'll tell you right now. Because Cole Breezy, you better hope that Aaron Rodgers has a semi-decent season. You better hope that he's not going to pull a Russell Wilson.
I got him quarterback 15, so it's not like I'm too low on him. Just not a guy I'm drafting, and just a lot of juice about the Jets. A lot of juice about the Jets.
True.
Max, who's your biggest sleeper here in the AFC East division?
Okay, my biggest sleeper, I already brought him up earlier, saying that don't give up on him yet. Okay, I got Gabe Davis of the Buffalo Bills. Okay, don't fall asleep on Gabe Davis. Okay, Josh Allen, he needs someone else to throw to. Okay, I do believe that Dalton Kincaid, yes, I think that he's going to be a big option. But hey, man, if you can figure out Gabe Davis and freaking obviously Stephon Diggs out on the wings, and you have Dalton Kincaid right down the middle. This is what they need. This is what the Buffalo Bills need in order to make that extra step to beat Patty Mahomes, to get to a Super Bowl. And so Gabe Davis has got to step up this season. I'm not sleeping on him. Definitely not.
Yeah, that's a good pick there, Max. I think Gabe Davis is going to have a better year than last year. Can be the number 2 for Josh Allen. I mean, I think he has been the number 2. Been a little disappointing, but could be a possible breakout season here. My biggest sleeper in the AFC East, and it comes today after news that Jeff Wilson is going to be on the pup, ain't going to play at least the first 4 games. Coach McDaniel came out and says he expects him to return this season. Now, I thought that was an interesting way to frame it. He expects him to return this season. This looks like maybe a multi-month injury. So my biggest sleeper is actually the rookie, Devon Achane, okay? 3rd-round pick out of Texas A&M. Now, it's going to be a committee with him and Raheem Mostert, the veteran out of Purdue. We know the coaches like Raheem Mostert. I had him last year. But like you were saying, you don't know who to start. This guy's getting all the touches this week, and then he's the backup the next week, and then this guy's scoring the next week. But Devon Achane, he's a speedster, man. Him combined with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, oh my goodness, they got a lot of speed down in Miami. A lot of speed in South Beach. He's currently going undrafted right now on ESPN as running back 54. There could be a lot of value later in the season in Devon Achane.
Man, they got so much speed in Miami that their sweat is drying off as they are running, like going through a car wash dryer, when you're at the end and you see okay, that's what's happened there in Miami. Oh yeah.
Max, finish us up here with our 8th NFL divisional breakdown. Give me the final predictions here for the AFC East. Juicy division.
I think there's 3 teams here that can make the playoffs. I think they can all make it 2 wild cards. But still, on top, I got the Buffalo Bills. Okay. I still believe they have the coaching. They have the stud quarterback. They have the wide receivers. Rushing game has to get better. Okay, that's the one thing. But I think the tight end with, I'm telling you, I think Dalton Kincaid is going to be something. And they always have a good defense. They always have a good defense. Got to love it. I got the Buffalo Bills on number 1. At number 2, a lot of hype, like you've been bringing up. I actually, the New York Jets sliding in. They have that leadership now with Aaron Rodgers. Their defense is great. And their running game, and then Garrett Wilson. Okay, I think their offense is going to be pretty good. And with a defense like that, they're going to compete. At number 3, Miami Dolphins. That offense is juicy. We were just bragging about them. They were just juicy. The big thing is, can Tua stay healthy? Can he stay healthy? That's it. And then at number 4 is the New England Patriots. You can't count Bill out. He always figures out, how did they win 8 games last year? Like come on, their team sucked, but they still won 8 games. So you can't leave Bill out of it, but they're the queef of this division.
They're the queef of this division. I think 7.5 wins, according to FanDuel. I think that's a little high. I mean, I don't see them getting even 2 games in this division. So, and I don't think you can debate that the Bills are going to win this division either. Bills are solid. They're knocking on the door. Let's see if they can take that next leap in the playoffs.
Yes.
But the debate here in the AFC East is that 2 and 3 spot, and both teams are good. Both teams have a 9.5 win projection from FanDuel, but I got the Dolphins there in the 2nd spot, getting a wild card.
Fair enough.
Aaron Rodgers misses out on the playoffs, on the playoffs in his first season with the mean green. I go Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots in that division.
Solid. Very solid.
You got the Jets in the playoffs and the Dolphins?
Oof. It's so hard to think, because we went through so many teams. I got so many numbers in my head right now. I can't. It's hard to pick 3 teams in one division. But if just looking as far as the AFC goes, if there's a division that has 3 teams that can do it, I would say it's AFC East. So
very juicy division, definitely.
Yeah,
Max, that wraps up this week our 8 divisional breakdowns of the NFL. Damn it, we're starting.
We did it.
We got our first game a week from the night. We got Lions and Chiefs a week from the night. My goodness gracious, I can't believe it.
Got to be very excited, everybody. That's a juicy game to lead off the season too. I like it. I love that the Lions are finally a decent team. Thank the Lord, because Thanksgiving should be a good game, right? But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out to the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. We hope that we helped out with your fantasy football drafts that are coming up. If you already had your draft, I think you're queefing, because there's Jonathan Taylor might have went number 1 overall, and you're definitely shaking your head like Breezy right now. I know. But I hope everyone is excited for this football season coming up, because it is going to be, again, another great season, as it always is. NFL football is the best, and fantasy football season. Ooh, man, our draft is on Monday, Breezy. Cannot wait.
Our draft is on Monday. Queef Sam's paying up for the queef punishment from last year on Monday. It's going to be a juicy day over here in Denver, Colorado.